Good evening, everybody out on Facebook. Welcome. We're excited. You have myself, Charles Harris, here. I'm here with my business partner, Lisa. We're excited. Today is a great day for us. It's actually the launching of Inspiring Magazines. Who would ever think the girl from West Virginia and the boy from Clarion, Pennsylvania would have made a national publication? But, we're excited about the launch. It's something big. We want to definitely thank everybody a part of the magazine. Definitely thank Shelly, her staff, all the good folks over at Inspiring Lives. So what we wanted to do is just decode our article, just give you a little bit about us, more so add more of our background to it, so it's just a personal feel. It's kind of like Decoded. So go ahead, Lisa, let you start.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is watching. And we are so very excited to be a part of Inspiring Lives magazine. Dr. Shelly Hipsky, local here in the Pittsburgh area, developed the magazine, and this is the national launch for the magazine. And we have the pleasure of knowing Shelly and her team, Rachel and Corey, and I don't want to leave anyone out, Kelly, and as well as the other ladies. And we just want to thank them for having faith in us and supporting us. So we wanted to unveil the magazine, and congratulations to Inspiring Lives for being national. And our article is a little bit back, not too far back. We're ahead of Oprah, if that means anything. And so this is our story, Quantum Source Insurance Group, Charles and Lisa Harris. And we wanted to talk to you, as Charles mentioned, a little bit about, kind of decode the article a little bit, and talk a little bit about Quantum Source. And I'm going to let Charles take over from there, just to talk a little bit about what Quantum Source is and how we've been able to help people and inspire lives.
Well, Quantum Source, what it is we're a 5-year-old insurance company. We're based here in the Pittsburgh metropolitan area. We're operating nationally. We have a second location in Dallas, Texas. Just to clarify things, we are 357 Regis Avenue in the Pittsburgh South Hills. We're full service, so we offer everything from home, auto, life insurance, but most importantly, business insurance. That's 90% of what we do, working with business owners, providing them, their liability insurances, covering their commercial autos, covering, umbrella coverage, workers' comp, whatever that business owner may need for his or her business. That's what we typically do. And then we go into what I like to call family planning with that business owner, helping them with their personal home, their personal auto, life insurance, whatever their life dictates. We have a product or a service that support them. So what we'll do now is, Lisa, go into a little bit about yourself and about how the business came about for you.
Okay. Well, I've been in the insurance business now for almost 20 years. Hard to believe, but it has been that long. And I came into the business working with individuals on life insurance, and that just was not my cup of tea, so to speak. Albeit I loved helping people, that just was not for me. So I transitioned into working with business owners, and one of the main things that I did at that time was I worked with business owners with their benefits, their employee benefits, health insurance, not 401k, I'm sorry, their flexible spending accounts, their ancillary and voluntary benefits. And I so enjoyed working with business owners that I wanted to kind of take it to the next level. And so I really transitioned into a role of trying to work with the business owner, and I learned a lot when I was training for a company about management and running a business, because I was working a lot with business owners and brokers, and I had a little bit of experience with the property and casualty world. And so when Charles and I partnered, I was doing some health insurance benefits, some voluntary benefits, that type of thing. But I just had a passion to take that to the next level, so to speak. And I really wanted to be able to help the business owner client that we had with their total package, not just, okay, we can do this part, but, I can't help you here. And so that really transitioned for me into mainly now pretty much what I do is property and casualty. We do still handle employee benefits, but on a smaller scale, mainly for our clients who need that. So really our niche in the marketplace is really helping that business owner plan to protect his assets and the things that he or she, hopefully there's a bunch of women business owners out here watching, because I'm one. So to help the business owner really protect what they've worked hard for, and that's building a business and all the assets and the things that go into that. So Charles, for yourself?
Yeah, well, going on 15 years of being in or around the business. I started in the business actually as an intern while at Duquesne University in downtown Pittsburgh. I was an intern for Aflac, believe it or not. I needed a couple credits to graduate, and that was a class you could actually take. You could actually intern, at a corporation or a company, and that acted as a class. So I interned, did an externship towards my final class for college. I did an externship at a property and casualty firm in the Pittsburgh North Hills. At the time, once again, still a little bit scared of insurance, not sure what I wanted to do. There was a lot of, avenues to pursue, but something grabbed me. I came into the insurance business because I had a passion for helping people. I enjoy new challenges, learning about different businesses. That's something that I always found extremely cool about the insurance business is you get an opportunity to be a part of many businesses and learn many different businesses. So it, keeps things interesting. I've had an opportunity to work for some of the national property and casualty carriers such as CNA. Also spent some time with Farmers Zurich. Was a part of the team that actually brought Farmers into Pittsburgh back in the early 2000s, or the late, 2000s, helped bring them into Pittsburgh out of California. So I had an opportunity to travel with the business, learn the business prior to creating Quantum Source 5 years ago, partnering with Lisa, bringing her on or bringing her into the business, or partnering with me. I was on the national scene, but that personal touch, that ability to impact lives, to help others, it's only so much you can do of that in large corporate roles, but opening the agency has really given me an opportunity to do so. So I guess as far as for you, what's next? What's your thoughts on, the future of Quantum Source?
Well, I see us, and just to elaborate a little bit on where we are today, is amazing from where we started. Literally, as the article in Inspiring Lives magazine, again, I'm going to give y'all a couple shout outs here. As the article says, we've literally started this business at the kitchen table, literally. We would come home from our corporate jobs and write business at night, helping small, to medium-sized businesses. And we have really grown this thing. It's a grassroots effort. We've grown it organically. We didn't purchase any book of business. And we have expanded now into 16 states, I believe, 16 states. It was 15 last week to this week. It's 50 or 16. So, where I see Quantum Source going is we really are innovative we try to be, as far as, staying on the front end of what's going on in the industry, where business owner needs are going, staying in front of that, new age, if you will, client, the millennials. They're now becoming, for you millennials out there, you're now becoming entrepreneurial and starting your own businesses. And it just takes a little bit of a different touch to work with folks who are used to, shopping online, so to speak. And what we find is that a lot of businesses, startups, businesses in general want to shop online. They want the anonymity to just go online and look around, but typically they end up with an agent. And where I see Quantum Source going in the future, very near future, hopefully, is we, you know, in addition to the office here in Pittsburgh, we have a satellite office in Dallas, Texas, and we like to call ourselves a boutique agency. So what we've talked about and what we would like to see is we would like to expand our boutique agency style into different parts of the country. And, you know, even though we do a lot of business via, you know, online, internet, phone, fax, email, whatever it might be.
We do have Skype capability.
And we have Skype, and, you know, now we're on Facebook Live. We still would like to have that brick and mortar presence in certain parts of the country. So that's where I see Quantum Source going in the future. And I asked Charles if we could just talk a little bit. I think it's always important for people to get to know, who are you dealing with? I mean, who are these people? Yeah, I see their picture in the magazine. I see them out and about and networking and things like that. But who truly are you dealing with? So I wanted to ask Charles just a couple of sentences about who is Charles Harris? What's your background? Where'd you come from besides the insurance industry?
Good. Well, I'm the son of Charles and Vanessa. I'm a military brat. During my early growing up, I was born on Eglin Air Force Base, which is in the Destin, Panama City, Florida area. We traveled all around during my early education, childhood education. I actually lived in a small town called Clairton, Pennsylvania, south of Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh-Mon Valley. Went to grade school till about 5th grade in Clairton. Then we moved to Dallas, Texas. From that point, junior high through high school, went to high school in the Dallas metropolitan area. Have a background in sports. I played football competitively growing up. Was into basketball a little bit, although most folks know me. They'll tell you I was always the guy that was hacking people or rough on the court. But involved in sports, academics. My father instilled academics in me heavy. It was very important, and I appreciate my father to this day for that. I wasn't allowed to go outside until my homework was done, and that's kind of what's helped me now
still
to work.
Not.
I still work a lot of late hours actually in the business, just from, that early groundwork. But, grew up between, I'd say, Clairton, Pennsylvania, or Pittsburgh and the Dallas metropolitan area. That's me. How about yourself, Lisa?
Well, I feel like I have a pretty interesting background. For those of you who can't tell, I have a little bit of a southern accent. I grew up in a small, very small town in rural West Virginia, a little town called Folsom. Doesn't even have a red light, for real. And I'm proud of my heritage. I really am. A lot of times people, we're the brunt of the joke, West Virginia this, West Virginia. But West Virginia people are very hardworking, very proud, very humble. And I feel like my parents instilled that work ethic in me that's so overwhelmingly apparent when you go into West Virginia, and you talk to people. I mean, they're just very hardworking people. And one of the inspirations in my life was my grandmother, and she was a very hardworking woman. She raised 8 children. My grandfather was a coal miner. They lived on a farm, and there was not 1 second of any day wasted. And from the time I was 3 or 4 years old, I was able to go on the farm, work. I was, string beans, hoe in the garden, help her make bread, whatever it was she was doing. But just that work ethic. I think that one of the things that I very proud of myself is the fact that I have that work ethic and, always had that determination behind me to be able to always want to do more. It's never satisfied. And, I've overcame a lot of diversity in my life. I have 3 sons who I'm proud of, very proud of, 2 daughter-in-laws and 3 grandchildren. And I'm very, very proud of them. But going back to where that came from, I was a teenage mom. And I didn't attend college, believe it or not. Not that I am condoning that or, but just want people out there to know that if you work hard and you're determined and you want to be self-taught, so to speak, you can do anything. You can do anything, and not encouraging people not to go to school or anything. Please, by all means, if your parents are paying for it, go for it. But just saying that, sometimes good people find themselves in bad situations. And not that my situation was bad. I was happy with it, but I just didn't have the opportunity to go to college. But that's okay, because I turned around and I did something with my life, and I grew a business basically out of my hardworking roots, my perseverance, determination. So you can do anything you want to do and be anything you want to be, if you just stick with it.
And from an inspiring standpoint, I always tell everyone, or one, I guess, giveaway or give back I would like to give is just go after your dreams. A lot of folks, when I was starting Quantum Source, when we were developing this, a lot of, I won't say the name of some of the company people or some of the insurance companies here locally that told me, hey, you need to go get a job, or you should work with someone else. And it was like, why? When we have a great formula, I'm willing to work, and I'm willing to, most importantly, invest in myself, invest in those that believe in me. And we've done it. Now, after 5 years, we're truly independent. The beauty about it is, for me, the last 3 years, I haven't had a boss or anyone to report to, which has been nice. And I always
joke. He does have a boss. No,
I always joke and laugh and tell people, I retired basically 3 years ago. And it's really been a blessing to be able to do that, because I don't consider being a broker a job. For example, just received the fax from a client in Austin, Texas, who's going to be doing some work, some construction work in mobile park homes, and that's just exciting. I can help them. There's no limitations on what I can and can't do. So that's one of the most exciting things, or that I tell anyone looking to become an entrepreneur or looking to do something different. That's the exciting part about that, when you really get to have an impact and a help without any strings. And I guess on a final note, tell us something unique about yourself. Give me a unique story.
Something unique. Well, okay. For those of you who don't know, I am a cancer survivor. I'm going on 6 years now. 5.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with renal cell carcinoma, and lost a kidney, my right kidney. And in fact, this morning I was joking with one of my friends. I was texting, and we were talking about something, and I said, yeah, they want, hi Jill, if you're watching. I said, yeah, they want your right arm and your left kidney, and that's actually about all I have left. So to add a little humor to it, but that's something unique about me. I mean, I feel like if anybody has a story, and this magazine is called Inspiring Lives, I really feel like our story is inspiring, as well as, being able to show people how you can really have the American dream. Right. So a little bit about you. What's something unique about you, Charles?
I think most people that don't know me won't realize my passion for 80s music. I'm a big Kashif fan. He was actually a songwriter, composer for Whitney Houston, Melba Moore, Freddie Jackson, a lot of different R&B singers from the 80s. So that's something I enjoy in my spare time, is definitely 80s music, especially Kashif and red wine, I would have to say. That's probably, something you don't find many men that tell you that they're really into red wine, but I really enjoy, the different products out of California, along with South Africa, really big into that now. So, but that's it. We're excited. Thank you once again, Inspiring Lives magazines. If you don't have the magazine, go to your Barnes & Noble store and get it. Quantum Source clients, we will definitely be sending you out a copy here within the next, week to 2 weeks. So be looking for a copy from us. Thank you all. Look forward to another amazing 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 years with you guys. So thank you once again. Take care.
Last thing I wanted to say just real quick is that stay tuned, because there's more to come in Inspiring Lives magazine, as we will have another article in the magazine in the summer issue. If you have not subscribed to the magazine, you can subscribe online at inspiringlivesmagazine.com, I believe. But if you just Google it, you'll find it. Also, you can pick this up at any Barnes & Noble store. And if you want some help, call our office tomorrow, and I'd be happy to help you locate the magazine. And shout out to all the ladies at Inspiring Lives again. Thank you.
See you guys.